Is going to come through okay. For 1 second, go live. Now. So I really appreciate everybody being patient with this at the start here. Oh, hang on. There we go. Okay. This. So if you can, let me know if there's any background noise. All right, so bear with me 1 second here. Yeah, it's not letting me, I apologize for this, it's not letting me pull up my direct deposit. There we go. Okay, all right, sorry about that. Okay, so creating peace of mind for your family and your future. This is our special open house presentation. So if there's anybody that's on here that's having difficulty hearing right now, let me know in the chat. So in the chat, I do have my contact email address. That's rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. So if you have any questions after the presentation, or if you need more information, feel free to reach out to me there. I will definitely get back to you as quickly as possible. And then also in the chat, I do have the complimentary travel membership. That's save you up to 50% off on your online retail travel. So if you take advantage of that, that's a free bonus for this presentation. And then also I do want to say real quick, so everybody that is on this call, make sure that you reach out to me, send me an email there, and you will qualify for our free silver gold giveaway at the end of the month, which is February 28th. So it's on Tuesday night. I will be putting everybody into a drawing for that. And so, and then also if you would like a actual hard copy of our Everyday Person's Guide to Silver and Gold, I can actually mail that to you as well. But there's also a way for you to get a digital download of that as well if you don't want to wait for the hard copy. I mentioned the Rhino Street where you can create your free, if you're a small business owner, an entrepreneur, or just anybody in your city that wants to show up on local search engines within a 20-mile radius. Go ahead and take care of that Rhino Street. That's 100% free for you to create. And it's not one of those things like Google or Bing where you get inundated with advertisements and all this other garbage on there. It's strictly a straight search engine, and it's free to join. iHub, as I mentioned, is for the small business owners that have TVs in their establishment for entertaining their guests, like restaurants, bars, doctor's office, dentists, eye doctors, those places. Anybody that has a TV, they can request a free player, and there's no contract or anything you have to sign. It's a free device, and the shipping and everything is free as well. And then there's a link for what I'm sharing with you today, sngsolutions.org, getting started. And then there's an income disclosure statement there that you can click on as well, because that's something with what I'm sharing here with everybody this afternoon. The main purpose is to share the benefits of creating a more secure future for your family and saving and incrementally in silver and gold. This is something that's really cool. I'm going to share with everybody. So, but there's a way for you to earn passively in the process if you so choose. But that's not the main point of the presentation. Okay, so what I want to do is, just real quick, I am a veteran, so 10% of all proceeds from my business here, Work Smarter, Fewer Silver and Gold Solutions, it does go towards disabled American veterans, and I'm really proud to donate to them at any chance that I can get. Okay, and this is our part of our. We had our grand opening here in October of last year. That was one of the proudest days of my life. Mostly because my son Ryan was, so that was really nice. That's a plaque from the Chamber of Commerce here in Galena. There's my certificate of ownership of business, and then this is the award I received for digital marketing here in the Galena area. So everybody, when you think about your future and what you're saving for, when you go to work, you have your job or whatever you do, you're doing it to provide a better life for yourself or your family. Okay, and so you have reasons why you do it. And like here, I just want to show this picture real quick because this is my why. This is why every single thing that I do is for my two sons, Rick and Ryan. My granddaughter is Amelia. That's my soon-to-be step-grandson, Liam. So this is why I do everything, trying to have a better future for them. As far as being able to take care of them long after I'm gone. Okay, this is something where a lot of times you want to take care of your kids and everything, or your family members, whether it's your mom or dad or something, or a brother or sister. You want to take care of them as best as you can and always be there to be able to help them out if you can. And this is why I'm doing everything that I'm doing as far as what I've been doing over the last couple of years and saving, incremental and silver and gold, where it's something that you can fit into your budget. It's not something where you have to have a ton of money to do, because that's a huge misconception that people have, is that you have to have a lot of money in order to save in the form of silver and gold. And in all reality, you don't. Okay, so this is what I'm sharing this presentation with everyone. And then, of course, this is Rhino. We celebrated graduating high school. That was my gift to him, was his first piece of gold. Okay, so it's a half-gram Miss Liberty gold coin, and it's something that just think about that as far as a gift. Anytime that you have a special occasion, for his birthday, wedding, in this case here, his graduation. How many kids at 18 years old get gold or silver or something for a graduation gift? If they don't, most of them don't. So this is probably one of those rare occasions. So I was really proud to get Ryan started as far as saving for his future himself. So I want to show this real quick because this is something that one of the things that we're talking about is gold. Okay, and over the course of the past year, going over 2022, gold is one of the only commodities. Silver did too, but this shows that comparison chart between gold and in the S&P 500. Okay, as far as the markets and everything, it was brutal last year for a lot of between cryptocurrencies and the stock market. A lot of it took a dump pretty much, and gold was the one thing that it actually was one of the few commodities that actually ended the year on a positive note. So you can see, like anything, it fluctuates up and down, but it's still over the course of the year, it still winded up ending on a positive note. And that's not, stocks didn't, bonds didn't, cryptocurrencies didn't. So this is something to kind of keep in mind while you're watching this presentation, as far as, gold is something that has always been maintained its value, so to speak. Okay, so and this is kind of, I did get this information from a gentleman by the name of Mike Maloney, and also goldsilver.com. That's because it's one of the, I encourage people to find out as much information as they can about silver and gold and have the best information. And that's why with this presentation, I want to share with you what I've learned and what can help you make a better, a more informed decision about how you're going to save for your future. Okay, so and like this was an article they had with that chart, and it was talking about the stock market, bonds, crypto, but amongst all the carnage, one asset held its own, and that's gold. Okay, and that's gold's job is to maintain value and preserve your purchasing power. Okay, and it's always been gold and silver have always been maintained its value over the course of time. And the one thing I want to point out here too is, think about it too, is gold and silver are the only one true currency, or money, however you want to look at it, that is accepted globally. You go into any country in the world, no matter where you go, they'll gladly take gold and silver. You can't go into, say for example, China or something with, Mexican pesos or something like that. I'll just use an example. They're going to be like, what are you trying to do? But if you walked in there and you didn't have their currency, but you had silver or gold, they would gladly take it. It's something that just kind of keep that in mind, that gold and silver globally are accepted in every country across the entire world. Okay. And then with silver, it does have its, the demand for silver is constantly going up. And because it's got its dual purposes, it's got its, its monetary role, but then it's also got its industrial value. Okay. That's something that to keep in mind too. A lot with the, with 5G technology, you have electric cars and everything. They're all using silver and more. So when the government here, especially here in the United States, with green technology, a lot of these green technologies require silver. Okay, so it's something that kind of keep that in mind as to why silver would be in the back of your head, why silver would be a sound decision to at least save something of it in the form of, okay. And that's, like I said, I want, let me see. I just want to go over this real quick. Because people are wondering, okay, well, if there was such a high demand for silver last year, why did it drop in price from what they originally were predicting? Okay, because they're always, I know at one point at the beginning of last year, they thought silver was going to eclipse $50 an ounce, and it didn't. Okay, but this is the reason why, because of, you know, investment in physical silver grew 18% to 329 million ounces, which was a record. So the investment demand grew that much, why wasn't the price higher than just 3.7%? Because that was its total gain, but it did have a positive gain. And the reason why is because ETF holdings saw their largest annual decline last year. And those are where funds and institutions that deep pockets typically invest. They weren't investing in the physical, they were investing in ETF holdings. Okay. And this is just real quick, these are different price predictions that were put out at the beginning of the year. These are some of the firms and big companies that actually monitor silver on a regular basis. People are saying that some people are saying that can go up to as high as $45 an ounce. And then this guy here, this person here from Elliott Wave Trader, has got it at $50 for the long term. So there's no rhyme or reason to it, and it's like just like anything, it does fluctuate, but it is one thing that it'll never lose the value of, like right now it's I think I should be able to pull that up here. Where it's at right now, it's never going to pretty much go lower than that, because it's pretty much at the cost it takes to get the raw physical silver around. Okay, so in this case here, I do want to show this because this is important. Okay, say this, Rhino gave him the gold on his graduation party. Okay, so in this case here, at the beginning of this year, actually the first week of January, there's a thing with through 7K, it's called Stack and Sell, where you can actually track what you are saving or what you're purchasing. Okay, and because like with this case here, these are all American Silver Eagles. They're graded coins, and I think I have one here. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. It's about that big. So it's an American Silver Eagle, and it's got a barcode, so that's strict to this one here, and this was his MS-70, so it's a perfectly graded coin. Okay, in this case here, Ryan actually started building his own wealth. So at 20 years old now, he's put together, this is him building his legacy. Now, this is something that, like I said, if I would have known this when I was 18, well, my life would be totally different right now. But this is what it, to me, when I saw this, when I hit him, pull him out so we could scan him and get him on track, I took a step back, and it's like, holy cow, this is really impressive. This really made it, it impacted me as a father that, with what I was learning and sharing with him, it was making a difference in his life. So just think, if he, by the time he's my age, if he's doing this incrementally, he'll easily be able to retire. Okay. And there's no guarantee with the way the price of silver and gold is, but it will always have maintain its value. And especially with a graded coin, it's always going to maintain that highest graded value. Okay. So in this case here, and this is another example of a graded coin. This is like a 3-ounce MS-70 antique Poseidon coin. Okay, so this one is a collector's item, and right now it is from the time that it was first released, there's only 99 of them that are made in the world, and from the time that it was released, it's already had an increase in $300 in the collector's market. Okay, and this is going back to last year, so within a year's time, it's already increased in value by $300. Okay, so this is something that kind of keep in mind if you're wondering about collector's coins. But that's one of the things that 7K does offer, but it's something that you have the option to get a physical, actually, raw American Silver Eagles, the bars, and they have different types of variations of silver and gold that you can purchase. And the one thing that I want to share with you real quick, because I'm not going to get into that video, so this doesn't go too long. I did do a video, if you look it up on my YouTube channel under silverandgoldsolutions.org, how I bought $8 of gold at midnight. To my knowledge, there's no other company out there that will allow you to buy silver and gold incrementally in that small amount. A lot of there's other companies out there that'll let you buy it online at any time, but you have to buy in full ounces. Like with gold, it would have to be like a 10th ounce, quarter ounce, half ounce, or 1 ounce gold. Like with 7K, even silver, would have to be a full ounce coin or something, or a bar or something. But 7K will allow you to do that. We can, if you had $5 this month extra that you wanted to, save in silver and gold, you could actually do that with them. Okay, so it's something that's really cool. Okay, so with creating a peace of mind for your future, what this videos are going to share with you is how to save. Who you can trust, and how do you know if you're getting a good deal, and how you can afford to purchase gold and silver even on a tight budget. Like I said, there was I did the video where I shared how you can actually save, purchase $8 worth of gold if you wanted to. So this is something that, even if you're on a tight budget, if you're making minimum wage, $13 an hour, or $15,000 a year, or $150,000 a year, this is something that you can do and actually do incrementally. And then can gold and silver build true generational wealth? Yes, it can. This is something that all the generationally wealthy families over the course of time, they have had some form of savings in the form of precious metals, whether it's silver, gold, platinum, something along those lines. But when I was doing the research, about a year back, trying to put together my presentations, that's what the one common factor is. All of them do that. Okay, you hear Robert Kiyosaki talking about that all the time. That's why he's he has his real estate and everything else too. But one of the main reason is because his investing in silver and gold are saving in that form. Okay. And then also what the video is going to share with you is what your financial institutions and financial advisors do not want you to know. Okay. Which is key. Okay. And how you can start today. And so like with 7K, they're restricted to 8 countries right now. Their goal is to be global eventually, but there's different rules and regulations and things that they have to do for being able to ship it worldwide. Okay, but right now it's for the United States, Mexico, Canada, Australia, Ireland, UK, New Zealand, and Singapore. Okay, but with what I'm going to share with the video, when you're watching this video that I'm going to share next, what I want to encourage people to do, if you're not one of those countries, even if you can't do specifically this offer with 7K, if you're interested, but if you can incrementally save something each month, that is really the goal. If you could save, if you go out and bought 1 ounce, one American silver eagle each month, there's one right there. Okay, so it's silver now, it's pure silver. If you did that once a month, if you could discipline yourself to do that, and did this for the next 5-10 years, just think about how much you would have built up. Okay, and this is the one thing that I want to encourage people. Same with gold or something, whether it's even if you're going out buying like a 10th ounce gold coin or something, if you can do that. And actually, I don't have it right here by my side, but yeah, a 10th ounce gold coin, it's like about this big. Okay, it's real tiny, but the thing about it, still, it's pure gold. Okay, so it's going to have its value. But that's what I'm encouraging people to do, is just kind of keep that in mind. And like I said at the beginning, gold and silver are the one true currency that is accepted worldwide. Okay, so kind of keep that in mind while you watch this video. And then I'll just real quick, who is this for? It's for anyone who understands the importance of saving in gold and silver, but they're not sure how to go about doing it. If you're looking for other options on how to save and control how much and how often you save. And then there's a lot of people that have jobs that don't have a 401k or some type of savings plan or something that you can get into. Now, you listen to some people like Robert Kiyosaki or something, he'll say, don't put money into a 401k. But, it's still a nice nest egg to have. And if your company does offer that, I encourage you to do that, especially if they do a company match. That's where you can really get the bonuses from it. But a lot of people out there that work jobs that don't have that, this is another option for you to save and build towards your future. And then also says those who maybe have a son or a daughter or grandkids that are, you want them to go to college someday. If you can start doing something now, you'll build up a nice little nest egg for them for when they graduate. And I made an example with this is like with my granddaughter Amelia. She's 2 years old. With what I'm doing, it's just saving monthly. By the time she gets to college, like if I did this, if I just set aside, one thing a month for Amelia, by the time she gets to college, she might not even have to work, depending on what happens with the silver, with silver or gold. So just kind of keep that in mind too. If you can still do it incrementally and be disciplined to do it, it can actually really build up to something, tremendous for your family and your future. So it's also, like I said, there's the opportunity if you were looking for wanted to share this with other people, there's a way for you to earn passively with that, and it's kind of explained in the video. And then it's just for these are for people that just wondering what their options are. And if you have children or grandkids or something, I would encourage them to, even if you share this video with them or something, have them fast forward to this next portion of the presentation, have them watch this because this is something that's not taught in schools. And I'm not sure why it's not, but it just isn't. But understanding, what silver and gold and precious metals can do over the course of time, that's important to know. Okay. And as a lot of people are like, well, gold and silver aren't sexy, but actually it is when you think about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play this video, and hopefully this. Okay. So at the beginning of this gentleman by the name of Zach Davis, he's from 7K. But even with what I'm sharing, like I said, keep this in mind. You can't do this, but you want to do it incrementally. Keep what he's sharing in mind also, whether you do it even with another company, that's fine too. But this is something that he does have a nice presentation here, and he does a good job of kind of going over the history of money. It's about a 15-minute video. Actually, it's 18 minutes. And so just go ahead and watch this, and then I'll pop on. I'm going to take myself off camera so you can focus on the video. And then I'm also going to be ducking out to check, make sure it's coming live on YouTube. Okay, because it'd be terrible if I'm going live and no sounds coming through. So I'm going to go ahead and play this, and you'll get a lot of great insight from this.
The housing market. The average home cost in 2001 was $169,000 or 626 ounces of gold. In 2021, we could have taken less gold and purchased 3 homes, even though the average home cost in dollars almost doubled. The list goes on and shows how gold and silver is one of the best ways to play defense against fiat currencies that always decrease in value over time. There are usually a couple things that happen though when individuals find out about the value of sound money. First, questions. What should I buy? Who should I trust? How much does it take to get started? And do I need to be an expert to win? The second thing that happens is a discovery of things like mixed advice on what to buy, scammers, high minimums, and people selling inventory they don't actually have, and much, much more, which all cause more questions and a general mistrust, leading them to never, ever get started. Maybe this sounds familiar, but we believe things just shouldn't be that hard. We believe that every family deserves a real chance to get ahead of the game, not only now, but forever. Really, our goal is to help you get started on a path that will help you create a true legacy for generations to come. So who are we? We are 7K, a community of people on a mission to help each other create financial independence, preserve wealth, and create an exceptional life through both good and bad economic times. 7K was founded in 2016 by these 4 individuals with over 100 years of combined business experience. They all have different skill sets and strengths, but all share the same values and belief in helping the average family get ahead. Together, they set out to create a vehicle for people to find more hope and less stress. That vehicle is now a membership, much like Amazon Prime, Spotify, Hulu, or countless other companies that also have a membership, but much more powerful. With a 7K membership, one of the easiest ways to start is by grabbing a little bullion. Bullion is non-collectible gold and silver. Non-collectible gold or silver is a great way to shore up the defensive side of your wealth portfolio. 7K makes it easy. They carry physical gold and silver in different forms. They only sell the things they have in inventory. You won't find minimums or maximums, period. You can literally start with $1 if that's your current budget. And one of the coolest things is the 7K has made transacting gold and silver possible again. It makes it easy for you to create and execute a good defensive strategy. But there isn't a good sports team in history that has won a championship on defense alone. Just like that, you will also need a very good offensive strategy. That offensive strategy can be found inside of collectibles. The collectible market has proven to be a robust way for wealthy families around the world to not only protect, but also grow their wealth, and more importantly, their legacy. A collectible usually has to be rare or low vintage, has to have unique or artistic designs, great story, or have historic significance. So if you look at the paper this amazing Spider-Man comic book from 1962 was printed on, it's only worth a couple of dollars. In 2021, this comic book sold for a record $3.6 million. The person or family that bought this book was not buying the paper. They were buying the emotion, art, rarity, story, and other things they found valuable about this book. In fact, most wealthy families that are playing the collectibles game are doing it not only for their financial protection or gain, but also to preserve their family legacy. If you look at the top 5 places wealthy families turned in order to protect and grow their wealth during the financial crisis of 2008, you will see that 3 of the 5 things are collectible in some way. And the other 2, sound money. Unfortunately, not many families have an extra $1 million or 2 laying around to buy high-end collectibles, nor would they even know where to start. The 7K is bridging the gap so that the average family can start playing the game with rare, unique, but also affordable collectibles through modern coins. In 2004, a coin called Tiffany Art No. 1 hit the market for about $90. And $90 doesn't seem unreasonable for the average family to scrape together in order to add this incredible coin to their wealth portfolio. Today, though, if you wanted to go buy this same coin, it would cost you at least $8,000. The metal in the coin is only worth roughly $50 today. The additional value on the coin is due to the rarity, story, beauty, or whatever else a potential buyer finds to be valuable. That is the added leverage or offense collectibles can add to a wealth portfolio. You can see here just a few more examples of the same thing from other coins. Modern collector coins have a very good track record over the last 20 to 30 years of being a powerful tool inside of the offense of a well-rounded wealth strategy. 7K not only offers some of the best coins from around the world, but also designs and mints its own coins, giving 7K members exclusive or first access. 7K also makes adding cool, unique, and rare collectible coins extremely easy through one of the most powerful member benefits called the autosaver. The autosaver program takes all of the thinking out of collecting and leverages the experts at 7K to send you a rare and exclusive collectible coin every single month. It is truly a set it and forget it, zero discipline approach to automate your collectible asset stacking. You would just need to choose one of the options you like best and watch them show up in your drawer every month. There are other ways you can also take your stacking to the next level, though, with your own shopping cart called 7K Selected and also special sales called Coin Drops. 7K provides many ways to win with collectible gold and silver. As you can see here, Eddie Spears has spent very little time to get a massive head start, making sure a wealth legacy comes from him. All the same, Chris Latin Sr. says he collects both bullion and collector coins, and you can see he has built a very nice stack. He even claims it is now one of his most valued possessions because of what it will mean for him and his family in the future. Gold and silver are not only effective, but can also be super fun. But 7K is much more than just a gold and silver company. Their focus is to help in any way possible you build a legacy that you feel is important. As you dig into the membership of 7K, you will find many different member benefits to help you build that legacy from many different angles. Each could be an important tool in your financial strategy to reduce the stress of the current economy and add more hope for the future. Although you will have plenty of support early on to help you get started in your journey with precious metals, being a proficient and educated buyer is an important component to hitting your new goals. The buyer certification training will help you find what type of buyer you might be, what goals you might have based on what is important to you, and also what type of defensive strategy you might want to set up for yourself. The collector certification will help you move towards a winning offensive strategy, teaching you all you need to know about the ins and outs of the collectible coin world, what types you might be interested in, and also some expert tips from a world-renowned coin expert. As you dig into collectibles more, you will also find the power of collections, and inevitably, you will be searching for a coin to complete a certain series or set that isn't for sale on the first-hand market. The next member benefit helps solve that problem of where you might find that coin, along with other problems that were previously obvious in the collectible coin market. Stack and Sell is a complete and robust marketplace that values authenticity. Now you can easily buy graded collectible coins from other collectors without worry. It also features the world's first inventory system for collectors where you can track what coins you have and what their current values are. Collecting gold and silver is fun, but 7K believes it should also power your lifestyle. Value on memories made around the world is actually priceless. With a 7K membership, you can choose to travel around the world on the company-sponsored trips. Any member can choose to go, and usually at a discount from market rate. There are also other 7K getaway trips where you can spend time with the founders, the executive team. Those can be won through contests. With 7K, you really can create a robust lifestyle using the power of gold and silver and all that the membership has to offer. But remember the initial problem that most people have of not being able to cover the $400 emergency expense? 7K has a way to help that too. Simply by sharing the 7K message, you will earn points across 2 teams, and 7K will thank you by sending you $500 once each team reaches 500 points. This can happen once or as many times as you choose by how often you successfully share the message and refer to customers. And the best part is when you earn enough points and a payment is triggered, 7K will drop it directly into what's called your Sound Money wallet. The Sound Money wallet is the most robust digital wallet today that deals with cash, gold, and silver. You can power your entire gold and silver strategy through this wallet. So as you can see, not only can you fund the wallet from any referral money generated, also from a bank account and even crypto wallets. You can purchase physical gold and silver in all forms, as well as digital gold and silver that is 100% backed by physical metals. Sound Money Wallet is also the first wallet of its kind that will allow you to send gold, silver, or cash to other members free. Earning a little extra money for sharing is super nice, but there are some people that love sharing that message so much that they want more potential. New levels of referral income can be unlocked by ranking up, from associate at $500 all the way up to presidential gold at $12,500 per week. Each new rank carries with it the potential for increased income. 7K truly is on a mission to help the average person build not only a strategy for their future wealth, but also a true legacy long into the future. There's a mantra here at 7K that the 7K community lives by, and some of it may resonate with you. We see things differently. They say stop, we say go. They strive for mediocrity, we are obsessed with significance. They said we couldn't do it, so we did it anyway. We build leaders, teachers, and entrepreneurs that create generational wealth, transform families, bring hope to the helpless, and significant success. We are the believers. After seeing this information, the question is, where do you stand? How would you feel having a little more control over your financial legacy? How would your life be different if you had more time and money to do the things that you enjoy, people you love? Our guess is that something you heard today made sense. Now, if that's true, don't wait any longer to start building your family legacy through one of the most powerful vehicles available today. Go ahead and pick up which membership is going to fit you best. If you're just looking to be a customer and start stacking assets for the 7K membership, the standard is an awesome option. For only $199 for the one-year membership, it has plenty of benefits to move you in the right direction. But if you know you want to earn some extra income through sharing the 7K message, premium is definitely the right choice. Premium comes with a worry-free approach to know that you have full access to all the benefits. There is peace in knowing that whatever your goals are, you don't have to worry about it. Premium has what it takes to get you there. Now, it's valued at over $1,500. It will only take you $499 to get started. So thank you for taking the time to see why 7K might be a fit for you. But before you go, just take a note of where you might fall. Most people fall into one of three categories, and please take a note of where you might fit. One is to grab a membership and start stacking. Two is to grab a membership and share the message to create a nice little side gig with some extra income. Or three is that you already know you want to share the message enough or toward a full-time income. If you identified yourself as a 2 or 3, then take a look at our income disclosure to see how successful our members that actually decide to share the 7K message have been. You can see each rank and what the high, low, mean, and averages are for each one, and what it might take you to create a solid side gig or a full-time income. Also take note that 85% of our members don't actually share with anyone else. They just love the products and all the member benefits that come with 7K. Now, wherever it is that you may fit, we're very excited for you to become a new member of 7K.
Okay. So let me that for some reason the beginning of the video wasn't, the audio wasn't there, and I apologize for that, and hopefully I corrected it in time to where you still got the gist of everything. So this whole presentation is something that just to keep in mind. Okay, this is something that to give you an idea of what you can do now. Like Zach was sharing in the presentation there. There are a lot of other member benefits to being a part of 7K. They do have gold-backed IRAs. They do have health insurance. They have pet insurance, which is kind of cool if you have pets. But there's different things, different advantages to be like they have the 7K advantage, savings type, additional savings type plan where I don't. Okay. Yeah, so recording. Yeah, I'm sorry about the audio. But with the whole point with what's Zach shared is that there are so many benefits to 7K. And it's something where, just the fact of the member to member transfer, okay, like if you have your sound money wallet set up, and yeah, say if you have like a teenager, you know, your son or daughter or grandkid or whatever is away at college or something, they have an account too. You could actually transfer money from your wallet to theirs without being charged anything. Like the only time there is a fee with the Sound Money wallet is when you actually would convert it to, say if you had some in silver and gold and then you converted it to cash and then you had it sent to your bank account, there's a $5 fee. That's it. That's the only time there's a fee. Anytime when you can actually, they have it set up now where you can actually purchase your silver and gold with a credit card through the Sound Money wallet. Before originally it was only through bank draft, but now they have it where you can do it with a credit card. So they're thinking of everything. What they have coming out, it's been something they've been working on for the past year, but they're also coming out with it should be relatively soon, they're hoping, to have a Sound Money wallet card, like a debit card. So you could actually go to the restaurant or your go to the gas station. You could actually pay for your gas or your food or whatever with the Sound Money wallet, the money you have in the Sound Money wallet, okay, and use it as like you pay for it in silver or gold. So it's another option for people to have to, a lot of questions I get is, well, what if I want to liquidate it? Or, if I want to, if an emergency comes up, what can I do? Yeah, there's stack and sell. You can sell. I sold a few things on stack and sell. That's one option. Of course, you have your silver and gold dealers, another option too. But with the Sound Money wallet, being able to save it incrementally in your Sound Money wallet, you could actually, just transfer that, have it converted to cash, and then come to your bank account. So there's a lot of different options. This is what I'm trying to. Why I was really excited about sharing this with everybody, because it's definitely made a huge impact in my life, and people that I've shared it with that have actually started saving monthly with it. And it's like I said, the main point of the presentation is how you can share incrementally or save, I should say. And if you can discipline yourself to do it, with what's nice about 7K is their autosaver program eliminates that, whether you're going to do it or not. If you set up your autosaver to have something shipped to you every month, then it's said and done. You don't have to worry about it, because when that time comes, then it's however you have the payment set up, whether it's a bank debit or a credit card or something, it automatically does it and then they ship it to you. Okay, and what's nice about 7K too is real quick, is like if you wanted to purchase like silver eagles or something, like regular silver eagles that aren't graded, you could actually purchase them and you can bundle them. So because there's shipping charges with everything, everybody charges for shipping. That's just how it is. But with that, you can bundle it. So once a month, you can have a shipment, everything bundled for a month, and then at that month, you pick a release date and have it shipped to you. So it'll actually save you some money on that as well. But real quick, the founders of 7K were Zach Davis, Roger Ball, Josh Anderson, and Richard Hansen. That's what he showed in the one photo. And if the name Roger Ball looks familiar to you, that's because he's the founder of Melaleuca, which is a company that's been around for a couple of decades here in the United States, and they're a real solid company, and something that that just kind of shows you the quality of people that are created 7K. And their main goal when they got together was, how can we make something for every average everyday people, regardless of their income? How can they save for their future? And that's how they came up with the concept of 7K. But like anything, I always highly encourage people to check out the information on the company. Here's their snapshot of the Better Business Bureau rating. This is actually from about a year ago, so it's probably changed a little bit, but they do have a high rating. Let's see. So I just wanted to share that with you. And they do have a physical location. That's what's nice. A lot of times there's places on, you see offers online where could you actually drive to their place and walk into their building. 7K does. They have an actual place in Idaho Falls, Idaho. So if you wanted to go there and talk to people and transact or whatever, you could. Okay. And actually, if I ever get down in that area, I'm going to probably walk in and just see what everything's like, because I think it'd be pretty cool. And they do have customer support. They have online chat. You can actually call and talk to customer service as well. So what I want to do here is see. Okay. So I don't want this to go too much longer, but I do want to show one other short video. Let me do this, because I think this is kind of, it'll give you, like I showed you the picture of Ryan, my son Ryan, with his silver that he's collecting, okay, or that he's saving for his future. And, this is kind of will add to why doing something like that might make a difference. Okay, and keep in mind, this is from 1986 till now. And if I would have known this, that was the year I graduated, I would have known this then, we'll see what I can do by that. So let's go ahead and play this, and hopefully let me know if the sound, I appreciate those who let me know.
The $1.2 million mistake. Let's begin by taking a look at this chart that shows the purchasing power of the US dollar from 1913 to 2013. In 1913, the purchasing power of the dollar was worth $1. In 2013, it was worth 5 cents. We have seen the dollar and all world currencies lose value over time. Some of this is due to inflation, but most of this is because of the change that occurred in 1971. In 1971, the U.S. president ended the Bretton Woods Agreement, which cut all ties to currency being backed by gold. All at once, all world currencies became a fiat currency, meaning they are simply backed by what the government says they're worth. Take this scenario, for example. Let's say you wanted to purchase a brand new Ford Mustang in 1965. It would have cost you roughly $2,500 or 2,500 silver coins. Today, that same $2,500 won't get you the car, but the same 2,500 silver coins could buy you 2 cars. As you can see here, while the US dollar has lost its value over time, gold and silver have maintained its purchasing power. So what would have happened if you knew this was going to occur and started purchasing silver? Let me show you. It begins with the MS-70 Silver Eagle. MS stands for Mint State. It's a grading system. And an MS-70 means the coin is in its perfect condition. If you purchased one of these coins every single month since 1986, you would be sitting on a $1.2 million portfolio. And get this, that $1.2 million would have only cost you about $50,000. That's the $1.2 million stake.
Okay. Hearing that, because it's really eye-opening when you see the context of the $2,500, with the Ford Mustang, and then 2,500 silver coins, or 2,500 silver coins now buying 2 Ford Mustangs. I mean, that was one of the biggest, the hugest aha moments for me as far as understanding the importance of doing it incrementally or for the long game, so to speak. And that's something where, like I said, 7K, they have a ton of options and benefits available to their members. And the one thing too, I do want to point out too, is if you do decide to create your membership at 7K and you share the opportunity, and with any types of earnings that you might get from it, a lot of what you're doing is when it comes time for taxes, you have that option as far as having it as a tax write-off, because in order for you to share the opportunity and earn passively from it, you have to have a membership. So your membership in theory would be a tax deduction. So this is something where I always encourage people to check with their CPA or their accountant to make sure that it's something that, that you're keeping track of everything that you need to. So like, even if you had, like I had my open house here, like certain coins that I had on display, if I had them just for this particular event or something, that would be a business expense, so to speak. So kind of keep that in mind as well. So there's a lot of great opportunities here. But like I said, if you're unable to do this because it's a country restriction, or if you just aren't able to do it now, keep this in mind, and share it with other people too. This is something, like I said, the information that they share in the video, I would encourage everybody to have anybody that watch that, because a lot of people do not know that. And then the one thing too is, the benefits they do have. If you do start putting together a team or whatever, like, and say something happens or whatever, that your health failed or whatever, you can actually transfer your membership and your team members and points over to another person if something happened where you were going to pass away. Not that you want to think about that, but that's another option too. Just kind of wanted to share that with people. So it's really something with it's a great opportunity. But if you can't do this, just find out ways that you can, save incrementally. Even if, like I said, if it's going down and buying, a 1 ounce pure silver eagle every month, okay, from your coin dealer or whatever, or doing it online or something. That's one option that you have. But the main thing is just to discipline yourself in order to do it. And it's like building wealth is a process. It's not something that, unless you win the lottery or you're one of the people that were at the beginning of Bitcoin, something like that, where it was kind of a freaky thing with cryptocurrencies. Although see what's happened to the market, all of stuff's of high value, but unless building wealth is something that happens over the course of time. Same like with like the 401k. It's like you put money in there every week out of your paycheck, but you can't instantaneously have it. Okay, here with 7K, when you're doing silver and gold, and whether you have it physically shipped to you or it's in your sound money wallet, that's something that you can have instantaneously. It's something tangible, and it's also something that you can convert as well. So if you have any questions about the sound money wallet or any of the information that I shared with you in this presentation today, definitely reach out to me at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. I have my email address here again. And I am really proud that to be associated with 7K as far as being an independent associate and being able to share the opportunity, because I really think this is life-changing information. They're a great company. They have a phenomenal support. I can't speak highly enough of their support team. And this is something that, take advantage of it if you can, okay? And if you're interested in being part of our specific team here on Silver and Gold Solutions, send me an email to rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. Let me know of course, your full name, your phone number, and your address. And I will send you a specific link for you to join, okay? Because as part of building a team or having, helping team members out, you want certain people on your team, and I can explain the compensation plan on another, like a live Zoom call again, or on a personal chat with you, or even on the phone. I would be more than happy to do that. But I'll send you a link, and then you can go ahead and create your membership from there. If you don't want to wait for that, you can either go to this is the link here. My link actually is 7kmetals.com/Rick F. And then, or also you can do this at smgsolutions.org, getting started. And what I do with the team members that are part of the Silver and Gold team solutions team is I do put them on a rotator thing for when I do share links, so that there's another opportunity for people to have people at least get signups underneath them if they wanted to. But like I said, if you're not looking at it from the standpoint of earning, on the side, which that's just the cherry on top. That's not the whole point of 7K. That's the added benefit of being able to save silver and gold. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. A lot of people are like, well, it's just to make money. No, you're saving for your future. And everything that you do, you're paying yourself. And that's what people have, that mental block where, why do I have to pay for it? Okay, well, they're a company. They have to have the silver on hand. They have to have these systems put up. They're the only ones that have this sound money wallet type thing, okay, where you can go from silver to gold, gold to silver to cash, or send it to members. They're the only company out there that has that. So they have a patent on it. I understand why, because it is a phenomenal concept. But there's, they have to do this. They have to have the overhead. So they are a business, okay? People do pay, whatever the cost is now for Amazon Prime just to have stuff shipped to them quicker or whatever, or maybe getting a little extra discount, but they're paying for something. Sam's Club memberships, any type of membership, there's overhead for it. But like I said too, is if you do this and you do earn passively in the future from it, that is something, that is to talk to your accountant about and have as far as like a tax write-off and everything too. So go ahead and send me that information, when you do that, I will actually send you an email back, and I'll have my phone number on there. So if you wanted to call me first, or if you wanted to talk, or if at any time you're sharing an opportunity with somebody and you had questions, you could always text me at this number. And this is my personal cell phone number. It's not one of these ones you're not going to get an answer. It's my actual cell phone number. So I text me and say, hey, Rick, I got a question. Can you help me out on this or whatever? Or can I jump on a call with you or whatever? And then I'll get with you as quickly as I can. But then also what I usually do what I do with all my team members is I send out, as part of the team here, I send out one of our Silver and Gold Solutions mugs, which is really nice. I had those custom made, And then I also, so you actually have some physical silver in your hands right away. I send all the team members in an Indian head pure silver. This is Indian head buffalo silver dollar. So it's pure silver. And I also send typically I've been sending copper coins because copper is another precious metal, although it's not a high value one at the time, but that is one that they've been saying since I worked back at a machine shop in the early 2000s that it was going to be the next type of precious metal to explode because of its usage. Copper is a little more readily available, but it does have its value for that. But I do send a collectible copper coin. And then also I'm trying to get some smaller silver denomination coins in that are pure silver. And once I get those in, I'll be sending them out to everybody as well too. So that's just my way of thanking for being part of our team. And then this was the book. This is the book I put together. It's got a lot of the information that's in the presentation, but some additional information. If you wanted a copy of this mailed to you, send me an email and I will mail it to you. And it's like if you're in another country, it's probably more cost effective to get the digital download, which I can put that link below the video as well. But we can get a copy of this to you here as well. So everybody that's here at the open house today is going to get a copy of this, and then they're also going to qualify for the silver drawing at the on the 28th. Okay, so if you do, if you want to enter for the drawing, make sure you send me an email at rick@silvergoldsolutions.org, and that way I make sure I get your name and a contact with you if you win. But like I said, one thing too, real quick, and then I'll close this up. Zach mentioned the buyer certification training. Now you still might have questions. Well, what's the right thing for you to save, and whether should you do collector's coins? Should you do graded coins, or should you do raw silver or gold or whatever? They have a buyer certification program, and it's pretty much like a college level course where they go through the history of why you might want to save in different forms, or depending on what your long-term or short-term goals are. And that's that in itself is worth the membership. So even if you got the membership and you never had a coin delivered to you, which I'm not sure why you wouldn't, but or if you didn't save in it, but even going through that training and having that information that they share, I want to say it's between. I've gone through it a couple times, but it's been a while. I want to say it's probably about 3 hours worth of information and nice videos. So it's really great information. So I encourage everybody who becomes a member to check out that training, because it's going to give you a wealth of knowledge. And that was my goal here, is to share with people another option for saving and building wealth for your future. That's, like I said, by totally creating peace of mind for your future. So like this, I'll show you this real quick. So this is. I meant to pull this up while I was talking to you. So this is like a copper coin. There's the mug, and there's the silver dollar. And then I did at the end of last year have a gold giveaway drawing, so that's no longer pertinent. But I do have the silver, so it'll be. I'm thinking about doing probably a couple drawings for people that enter. Okay, so that there's more chances for people to win. Okay, and then I'll close one out thing real quick. Like this. This is one of the cool collectibles they have at 7K. If you want their membership in the back office, it's $209.99 for this one. It's an MS-70 Star Wars X-Wing fighter, but because it's exclusive to 7K, you can get some of these created by other companies, but there's only 2,000 of them made. But they're the ones that are offering it as an MS-70. But because people are not sure where to get it, this is like. Back on November 22nd, somebody paid almost $160 more for the coin than through 7K. So it just shows you that there's a demand for the collectible market as well. Okay, so keep that in mind too. But I hope everybody got some great information from this presentation. Again, reach out to me at rick@silvergoldsolutions.org if you have any questions. I'd be more than happy to get on a personal call with you. And like I said, my goal here was just to give you as much information to make an informed decision. Or at least give you things to think about down the road. And to me, I've used 7K as even for like birthdays and Christmas and different gift things. There's certain things that if a lot of times people at Christmas time will give a shirt or a gift card or something. But a year later, people are like, well, what'd you get for Christmas? Most people don't even remember. If you give somebody or like a birthday or anniversary, give somebody like a collectible graded coin or something, or even something in silver and gold, they're going to remember that. Plus two, it's going to always maintain its value. So hope everybody got some great information. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for bearing with me with a couple of the audio issues, but thank you again. And I look forward to talking to you or meeting you in person. And I want to thank everybody that was here today at the open house for taking the time to be a part of this presentation as well. So I hope everybody has a great rest of your Saturday. Thank you again, and we'll talk to you again soon. Okay, take care.